Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? Make sure to check out rockbottomcoins.com for the cheapest and fastest coins anywhere. Use code Zirksee at checkout for 10% off your order.
The whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video. Today, I'm going to be telling you guys the best way to go ahead and build your team in Madden 20 Ultimate Team. Take a look at all of the free elites we're going to be getting, all of the pre-orders that you potentially could be having on your team, or maybe some pre-orders that you aren't going to have on your team that maybe you want to switch your edition real quick before it actually comes out. With that being said, though, make sure you guys smack the like button down below, and of course hit that sub button if you guys are not already subbed to the channel, and turn that notification bell on because I'm about to be releasing a ton of Madden 20 info. Also want to say thank you guys for all the support recently. You guys have been absolutely killing it. We gained like over 700 subscribers in the past like 48 hours, so thank you guys a ton for that because that is just insane. Thank you guys so much. With that being said, though, let's get right into it. So I'm going to be taking a look at basically all the elites we're going to be getting, and starting off, we're going to go with some ones that you don't necessarily have a choice with, and that's, of course, going to be Torrey Holt. You are guaranteed to get this Torrey Holt, and, of course, you can level him up as you go. Now, it's not going to be the same as in Madden 19 with Ricky Williams, where every single level you got a token, and then you can upgrade him by one overall, you know, a couple different stats at a time. I believe they said you're not going to get tokens as frequently, but the tokens, of course, are going to cause like bigger jumps. So maybe you'll go up 3 overalls to 1 token, or 5 overalls, something like that. And at the end, Torrey Holt becomes a 90 overall wide receiver with a 90 speed, 86 jumping, 88 catching, 82 catching traffic, or 80 catching traffic, 82 spectacular catch, and pretty solid route running stats. The card is pretty dang good. If you compare it to other wide receivers in the game, the highest overall receiver we know of is an 88 core elite. We don't know the legend stats yet, so I don't know about Marvin Harrison, what he's looking like, but Torrey Holt is definitely going to be one of the best receivers in the game. So if you want to get the game and immediately work on your MUT level, it's not a bad idea to try and get Torrey Holt, who, by the way, 90 speed, that's the fastest in the game. At least we haven't seen Marvin Harrison yet, but Tyreek Hill only has 89 speed. So Torrey Holt will be the fastest card in the game, and definitely would be a nice pickup. So keep in mind, you guys are going to have Torrey Holt on your team no matter what. Next up is, of course, the MUT Master, which is going to be Pat Tillman. Again, you're going to need to do quite a bit to go ahead and get this guy. I believe you start off with a lower base cards because they're like the level master. Then there's a bunch of objectives you actually have to go ahead and complete, and I think that he goes up to 90 overall, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but I'm pretty sure that Pat Tillman goes up to only 90 overall. Maybe they'll release some things later in the year to actually go ahead and let us upgrade him again, which I'd imagine that's what they're going to do. But at first, Pat Tillman's at 90. So keep in mind, you're going to have a safety, and of course, you're going to have yourself one wide receiver immediately off the bat. Next up are going to be cards you will only get if you have the Ultimate Superstar Edition. So of course, this is where things kind of start to change a little bit based on what edition you guys are getting with the game, how you should build your team. So if you're getting the Ultimate Superstar Edition, of course, you get this 84 overall Jerry Rice, which with basically it's being only 88 overall, this 84 Jerry Rice is actually pretty solid. He's got 80 speed, 82 catching, 80 catching traffic, 80 spec catch, 84 short, 81 medium, and a 77 deep route running with a 79 jump. So for you guys, of course, are going to be going ahead and getting the Ultimate Superstar Edition. Now keep in mind, you're going to have Torrey Holt immediately, you're going to have Jerry Rice, and you're also going to have Pat Tillman. Now not only those two, but we also get Jalen Ramsey. 84 overall, of course, he has 81 speed, 82 acceleration, 83 jumping, 84 man, 82 zone, and 85 press. So you get 2 wide receivers, a safety, and a cornerback if you get the Ultimate Superstar Edition. Of course, we also have more cards, though. So if you guys order through GameStop, you also get the triplets. So you get Troy Aikman here, you also get Emmitt Smith, and finally Michael Irvin. These guys are going to be 82 overall, my personal opinion. Probably discard Troy Aikman. Emmitt Smith should be a solid running back. I'd imagine I will personally use him as maybe my 3rd or 2nd running back. Don't really care for him too much, but just because I'm getting the game with the Ultimate Superstar Edition and I ordered it through GameStop, I'm actually getting Michael Irvin, Jerry Rice, and Torrey Holt. I will have 3 solid receivers right off the start of the game. So for me, my picks are going to be a little bit different. If you guys are not ordering through GameStop, then you will not get any of these cards as well. Something else to talk about, though, is this Patrick Mahomes. So Multileaks tweeted this out as a pre-order player. I have been looking around. I've heard some people talking about something with Walmart, I guess, but I have not been able to find anything regarding this Patrick Mahomes. Some people think it could be maybe we all get a free Patrick Mahomes base elite card, so his 87 overall core elite. kind of like how they did with Antonio Brown last year with Antonio Brown. I think that's possible, but again, I have not seen anything about it, so I'm not sure about this Patrick Mahomes card. I'm going to disregard it for now, but in case we do actually get him, just keep in mind you could potentially get a free Patrick Mahomes. Now we're going to get into the first couple options here where we actually get to make a pick, and there's a lot of different choices that we're going to be able to make. Now, of course, remember, it depends on what edition of the game you're going to be getting, but if you pre-order the game, you do, of course, get these free elites. So these elites right here are 82 overall, and we get a ton of them. So keep in mind the positions that we're already going to have. In my opinion, it is the best option here to go ahead and go with a depth position player. Now, originally, I said Eddie Jackson the first time I ever made my video going over the best 82 overall elite to choose. I think that Eddie Jackson's still a solid pick, but also you got to remember we're going to have Pat Tillman already, so you do have one safety. I believe Pat Tillman is a strong safety, though. So with Eddie Jackson, you can't put him there. Free safety, have a nice range free safety there. You could go with a wide receiver, maybe Odell Beckham Jr., or if you want to go with, say, a cornerback, I would say stay away from Sherman. He's really, really slow. Earl Thomas, again, another free safety. And the other corner, I think there's one more. Yeah, Tre'Davious White. And you also have... I think that's it for cornerback. So Tre'Davious White, Richard Sherman, those are some solid picks you could go with. Personally, at this point, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and go with me. Personally, I like to run a lot of safeties on the field. I'm probably going to end up going with Eddie Jackson just to have him as a depth safety there, even if I don't start him. I think Eddie Jackson is a solid pick. We could also go with, say, OBJ or someone like that. So just keep that in mind, Julio Jones as well, but also remember you can't use duplicates, I'm pretty sure, again this year. So if you go with, say, Odell Beckham Jr., and then you guys could decide, well, I want to go ahead and pick up a new OBJ card, right? You want to pick up his core elite. Well, you can't use his 82 then. So just keep that in mind when you guys are making your team selections and your player selections. Next up, we're going to talk about Journey. So, Journey. You get 88 overall Michael Thomas for completing the Journey challenges. Almost said solo challenges. Ultimate challenges, you get 88 overall Michael Thomas. So now, think about this. Torrey Holt, Michael Irvin, Michael Thomas, and you also get Jerry Rice. Now again, if you didn't pre-order through GameStop, then you won't get the Michael Irvin. But in terms of wide receivers, even if you guys didn't end up getting the Ultimate Superstar Edition, you still get Torrey Holt and you get Michael Thomas here. So you guys are guaranteed to get two very, very solid wide receivers immediately off the game. Once you guys go and complete the journey, you get this 88 overall Michael Thomas, and he's one of the better receivers in the game immediately. Now, not just that, but you also get ahead with the NFL Epics, almost said solos again, Ultimate Challenges. You get 86 overall Baker Mayfield, which is a solid QB, 75 speed, 87 throw power, 84 short, 78 medium, 81 deep, 85 throw under pressure, and an 84 throw on the run. You don't get to make a choice here. You just guaranteed to get Baker Mayfield. You also get yourself a chance to get this Deacon Jones, which he as well is an 86 overall. You have to get 120 stars to get him in his challenges. With Baker Mayfield, you only need to get 60. So, Deacon Jones, Baker Mayfield, and a bunch of other elite cards. You guys are already looking pretty good. And these are all just from challenges and from pre-order stuff. Now, we get to make a couple new picks. So, with the MUT Captains. If you guys remember MUT Captains from last year, we had Jerry Rice, Michael Strahan, Ray Lewis, and I am blanking on one of them for some reason. Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp was the last one that I couldn't think of, but with the MUT Captains this year, it is Herman Moore. This is the only one I actually have a picture of. They didn't show pictures of the other one. We have Herman Moore, Ty Law, Dallas Clark, and the final one is Ryan Shazier. And Ryan Shazier, you can only get him in Ultimate Team. They will not be releasing any other cards for him except for the MUT Captain. So if you guys want to use Ryan Shazier, you're going to have to go with Shazier. Now, just based off of all the other cards we're already going to be getting, like the Michael Thomas and all that, Herman Moore is definitely a very, it's a solid pickup here. He's 6'4". He's definitely going to be a beast of a card once you get him upgraded. Personally, I think this will change based on what you guys decide to do. What I am personally going to do is I like to go with depth positions. I'm thinking Herman Moore, but the fact that you can only get Ryan Shazier with the MUT Captains honestly has me thinking I want to go with Ryan Shazier. You could also go with Ty Law or Dallas Clark. I don't recommend Dallas Clark. It's a tight end. If you like him, you can. I like to go with depth, so either Herman Moore or Ty Law, or Ryan Shazier if you depending on what kind of style of defense you run a 4-3, you only use one middle linebacker. Maybe you don't want to go with Shazier. Personally, I run a 3-4, and I like to use two middle linebackers at all times, basically. So I'm going to be going with Ryan Shazier more than likely. Using him, it should be very, very fun having a nice little speedy middle linebacker out there. So that's just how I'm going to personally use my team. But you already have, if you have Jerry Rice, you already have Michael Irvin, Michael Thomas, and if you already have the other wide receiver, which for some reason, Torrey Holt, the level master, I don't think Herman Moore is really going to be the best pickup here based off of what other cards you can get. Now, we take a look here at the Mont Royal T. So, if you guys went ahead and you played Madden 17, 18, and 19, I believe you had to go into the Ultimate Team game modes at least one time to get this activated. I'm pretty sure. I'm not positive on that. Maybe you didn't have to play Ultimate Team. But, if you guys played 17, 18, and 19, it is not too late. I think as long as you don't open up Madden yet and you do it, then I think you can still get that done. Don't quote me on that, though. But I, of course, did 17, 18, 19, so I get up to 3 cards here. Again, we already have a lot of wide receivers, so Juju is definitely out of the question here. I get to pick 3 of these guys. Personally, keep this in mind as well when you're picking these cards. Tyrann Mathieu and Juju Smith-Schuster. As I told you guys before, you cannot use duplicates. With another promo in this game, we get the Ultimate Trainer. So you guys get to pick one of these cards with the Ultimate Trainer. Now here's the thing though, with Tyrann Mathieu and Juju Smith-Schuster, they of course both have these 82 overall cards right here that you get to choose from. But I'm going to recommend you guys right now when it comes to the Ultimate Trainer promo, I personally feel as though when between picking the loyalty cards and the Ultimate Trainers, I highly recommend you guys go with Marshawn Lattimore. The reason I say Marshawn Lattimore is first off, again, depth position here. You can put him at cornerback 4 or 5, but he's actually the fastest cornerback he's the fastest in general defensive back in Madden 20 that we actually know, besides the legend cards. So besides them, according to the Mudhead database, the highest speed corner and defensive backs in the game only have 86 speed. This Marshawn Lattimore has 87 speed with 88 excel. And of course, everyone's going to have Marquise Brown who has 88 speed. Tyreek Hill has 89 speed. I definitely recommend you go with Marshawn Lattimore as the fastest corner in the game. Besides him, I mean, the Ultimate Trainer, if you're going to go with Marshawn Lattimore, I highly recommend you do. Then that means you can basically choose whoever you want with these Ultimate Trainers. Or with them, the Ultimate Trainers. Ultimate Trainers definitely go Marshawn Lattimore with these Mont Loyalty cards. Personally, I like Tyrann Mathieu. I like safeties. I'm going to go with Tyrann Mathieu here. I already have enough wide receivers. I'm going to go with Tyrann Mathieu, DeMarcus Lawrence, because it's D-Law. I'm a Cowboys fan, is what it is, but I think he's also a pretty solid pass rusher with 85 finesse move there, only 82 overall. Should be a beast. And then the last pick, I could go with Devonta Freeman here, but I'm already going to have that 82 overall running back. I probably want to go with Zeke as well. So I'm going to go with Shaq Mason and just get myself a solid right guard there, so that bottom 3 is actually who I'm going to be going with. Now next up is going to be the theme builders, and remember with the theme builder promo, guys, you actually get these collectibles as you level up. I want to say it's every 5 levels you get one of these collectibles. You can use these collectibles, go to the ultimate challenges, and you can complete them based on whatever set you choose. So if you go with the Seahawks set, you're going to unlock Russell Wilson's challenges, which you'll be able to go ahead, pick him up, and you complete the challenges, you'll go ahead and get the power up for Russell Wilson, the core elite, and you'll get this 86 overall, all from the ultimate challenges. And I did make a video going over my personal favorite for the top 10 players, so that's going to be big when it comes to building your team, not to mention the fact you basically get all the cards you need to power these guys up. I think that's honestly really cool, and that's really, really big, so just keep that in mind. I did make my video going over which ones I think are the best. Check that out. And the final thing is going to be Mont Loyalty. With Mont Loyalty, of course, this will just depend on how many tokens you guys actually have to go ahead and use on these loyalty cards. Now, in my opinion, I think you should do the loyalty before you actually go ahead and do like any of the other stuff, because these cards are NAT, and of course it takes 8 Mont Loyalty tokens. You get an NAT Elite Defensive Player or the Offensive Player. I definitely recommend you do the Elite Players, of course, and just see what cards you get, because these are going to be NAT. These can really change your decisions on what you want to build your team on. So that's basically all the elites and stuff that we know of now that you get from all the challenges, from the pre-orders, all that good stuff. With that being said, though, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, smack the like button, subscribe, and comment. Let me know down below what choices you will be making when it comes to building your team. Definitely recommend you go ahead and do the loyalty. Then you can go ahead and do, you know, some packs, the pre-order stuff, all that good stuff, and get your team around. Let me know down below your guys' choices. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.